And welcome to the Emerald City, Seattle, Washington, where over 70,000 jammed into Husky Stadium to watch the number 4 team in America as the Washington Huskies prepare to take on the 20th ranked Trojans of USC.
So when Washington has the ball, a couple of things you want to know.
You know, I boiled this down to actually a couple of players because I am so excited to watch this matchup between John Ross and Adoree Jackson. Ross is the quintessential deep threat for Washington. 3 touchdowns a week ago against Cal, and he was just a destroyer on the outside. Meanwhile, Adoree Jackson will follow him around all day long, exactly how he did with Calvin Ridley from Alabama in week 1 of the season. How good is Adoree Jackson? He held Ridley, one of the nation's best, to 2 catches and 11 yards.
First down and 10 of the 25 for Washington. Myles Gaskin, a sophomore in the backfield. He's special. First play, they throw it out wide. Here's Ross up the sideline, cuts it inside with space at the 40. Still on the move, and he'll tumble down on the first play of the game at midfield. A gain of 23 yards. Play fake. Browning sets up deep with time, checks it down to the near side, and he has Gaskin. And Gaskin, with the leg drive, powers it forward. He'll gain 8.5, maybe 9. And they run the reverse. Ross tries to get outside and is dragged down. Browning to throw it as he sprints out, sets up, looks backside, throws a strike to guess who? John Ross. A gain of 14. Leon McQuay with the stop.
This matchup is so good. Ross, you see how Adoree Jackson, even with his great speed, has to respect the deep ability of Ross, which allows that soft coverage. He comes back to the football for an easy completion.
As a receiver, here's Browning. Delivers on the money on the slant, and a first down for UW as John Ross comes up with yet another catch, this time for 12.
Ross with a great route, but Browning just an excellent ball right on the frame. If you're going to throw the ball.
He's 4 of 6, 58 yards. Browning off his back foot. A missile to the far side. Ross with the catch. Still on the move, slips and goes down short of the first down.
This is what Ross gives you, is that you've got to have so much cushion. Look how far deeper Adoree Jackson is than he would probably like to be, but that's because of the speed of Ross. And then he shows you that elusiveness after the catch. That's an easy throw and catch for a guy like Jake Browning and John Ross, and it makes a very short yardage conversion opportunity.
Ross already with 4 catches for 62 yards. Browning dancing on course. Adoree Jackson. He baited Browning like Deion Sanders used to.
Browning was trying to find that deep sidelines, and you're exactly right. Adoree wanted him to throw it, baited him, got him to throw it, and then went up and got the football. That's why he's one of the best in all of America, folks. Hanging out with you.
And they'll hand it off. Gaskin. Myles. Big gain as he gets to the 20-yard line. Jake Browning. He'll throw it. Browning fires to the near side. John Ross with the reception in front of Adoree Jackson.
This is a great job by USC because Washington was trying to trick them with a...
Browning fires deep down the field for Ross. And incomplete. Adoree Jackson breaking that one up at the last moment.
It doesn't get any better than this. What a great matchup. Ross had a step, but Browning underthrew him. That was a problem last week against Cal. Ross had a step and would have to come back for the ball. If that ball is thrown on time, that might end up in the end zone because John Ross ran a spectacular route against Adoree Jackson.
Adoree Jackson has played receiver, defensive back, punt returner, kick returner. One of the most versatile players in the nation. 2nd and 10 at the 30. Browning again, the long ball wide open on the other side. John Ross, touchdown, Washington, 70 yards.
Adoree Jackson just tripped and fell down. Watch him on the left side of your screen. As he tries to get out of his back pedal, he slips. The safety wasn't expected to help over the top. That was straight man-to-man for Adoree Jackson, but the slip cost him. John Ross touchdown.
That's not a slip, Joe Cloud. That is what we call an ankle breaker. What a move by John Ross off the line of scrimmage.
Couldn't get out of his back pedal. When you're facing speed like John Ross, that's like pressure, and pressure breaks pipes.
The game changer, John Ross. A 70-yard touchdown. Adoree Jackson held Calvin Ridley from Alabama to 2 catches for 10 yards. Different story today against Ross.
He's been fantastic, you know, and 113 yards, a touchdown. Jackson did get that interception earlier in the game.
Now that's head-to-head.
Right. And then,
meanwhile, Ross has 7 catches for 142 yards.
And the interception actually.
Browning under pressure again. Ross with the grab, fighting, and he picks up a first down. When in doubt, Adoree Jackson brings him down.
Great timing by Browning, because there's going to be a free rusher off the right side. If he doesn't get rid of that ball, it's a sack. Throws it before Ross is out of his break, and they get the conversion. This is quite the offensive series. This is called answering right now inside of 10 minutes. Undefeated season. Man, this is what it is all about.
Defense. Here's Browning. Steps up, throws across the field, and intercepted by Jackson. Adoree Jackson again. And USC can feel it now.
Totally ill-advised throw from Jake Browning. McClatcher on the outside never even came back to him. You can fault him a bit, but Adoree broke on the ball perfectly. McClatcher didn't give him much help, but when you're running to your right or even up the field, that's way too far across your body to throw the ball. Jake Browning's got to know that. Even as a sophomore, he's played too much football and he's too experienced to make that throw in that situation, and he knows it.
Jackson with his 2nd interception of the game, the 4th of the year, and with 4:09 to go.